What's up, Multiverse? Dr. Dave here. Welcome to the Geek Lounge. So the day has finally arrived as Funko enters its first foray into the video game market with Funko Fusion by 1010 Games. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I have not played a single second of the game. I haven't touched the demo. I haven't picked it up just yet. I've seen just a few clips here and there. I'm actually just playing a couple of different games at the moment, but we will get to it eventually. But we're still going to celebrate the game's release by unboxing a bunch of the recently released Funko Fusion Funko Pops. I think there's about 7 or 8 in the box to my right, and we've got chase chances on 2 of them. So I figured we'd do this the same way that I've done some of the themed unboxings in the past, where I just take everything out of the box, show you guys, have a little bit of a chase reveal, and then we take closer looks at each and every pop. And if my eyes look super watery or glazed over, I can assure you there's nothing sinister going on. My sinuses are just massively playing up today. So let's get these out of the box then. So first up, let's do this one here. We have Megan from the Namesake movie. Let's take this one. Quite excited about this one. We have McCready from The Thing. Who else do we have here? Again, really excited about this one. Nicholas Angel from Hot Fuzz. Oh yeah, the 2 Funko Shop exclusives here. First up then we have Mecha Freddy, and then we also have the villain, the antagonist, had to reach over for that one. Eddie Funko, also a Funko Shop exclusive. Let's get the big one out as well first. Oh, there we go. We have Scare Mare and Scare Glow. I'm actually going to pop that down here for a second. I've got much room on that side. So, chase chance then. I haven't looked to see if I have the chase. I'm going to guess no. Well, I don't know if the box designs actually feature the like chase variant in terms of the artwork, if that makes sense. If it does, then I definitely haven't pulled the chases, but this doesn't always happen all the time with Funko. So we'll do the He-Man one first because that is on top. Here we go then. Did we get the chase? We did not. Definitely not that color scheme, definitely not the chase sticker. Let me pop him, yeah, you can go up there. So here we go then, I'm gonna have to stand reaching for this one. The Indominus Rex, did we get the chase? No. 0 and 2 for chases, but I'm still not too bothered. I think these look cool. Yeah, let's now take closer looks at each and every one of them. So I figured we'd do this in numerical order, but to be perfectly honest with you guys, the numbers are kind of all over the place. So McCready here is the very first one at 993. And then if we take a look at the back, it does contain all of the different characters, including the ones coming out in the second wave. And so we have the Spiderhead and then the Blair Monster, which are going to be 994 and 995 respectively. As I said, they're coming out in the second wave, at least like in the UK, we're getting 2 waves. I think in Australia, some of them have released like together, including that Blair Monster as well as the Shaun of the Dead. I think I've definitely seen those release on Pop Culture. But then some numbers are like skipped entirely, I guess either for future characters or maybe just characters from other games. But yeah, there's a look at all the characters that are coming so far. But yeah, let's waste no more time and get into these. So The Thing is one of my favorite sci-fi horror movies of all time. In fact, purely for horror, I'd honestly say it's my favorite. So I was so happy to see The Thing Funko Pops coming out. Would I have preferred them to have their own art style on the box? Of course I would, but it's not the end of the world, especially as the figure looks really cool. McCready in that workman-like outfit to help battle the harsh conditions of Antarctica. And speaking of battle, he's got that flamethrower ready to go with a canister, hose, barrel, and whatever else makes up a flamethrower. The flame is also ignited, ready to go. The hair and beard also looks great, and I love the fact they've made him look tired. That's a neat little touch. Numerically then, we next have Nicholas Angel from Hot Fuzz, number 997. And likewise, really happy we've at least got a Hot Fuzz Funko Pop out there now, part of the famous Cornetto trilogy and another movie I absolutely adore, and that's exactly what I feel about this pop. I adore the hell out of it. He looks so freaking cool. Yes, it's on one of these bases, but it allows him to pose with this kind of like cliche slow motion action movie dive. He's double gunning, shotgun sticking out the backpack. He's got double bandoliers. The shades are great, and we've even got that receding hairline. Yeah, as I said, I adore this one and think Funko have done a great job with it. I know you can play Danny in the game too, so maybe we'll get a pop of him on the way. Fingers crossed. Next then we have number 999, Scaremare and Scareglow from Masters of the Universe. So first and foremost, I've got to tell you guys, this figure doesn't glow. I honestly thought it did, but maybe I just got mixed up with the character name. I also got to admit, I don't know much about these characters. I mean, Masters of the Universe was actually a few years before my time, and although I watched it and played with the toys on account of having an older brother who loved it, I don't really remember a great deal. As I understand, Scareglow is the skeleton and was a warrior in the service of Skeletor, and Scaremare is his trusted steed who was actually created by Mondo and is now canonized. Again, as far as I understand. Either way, the figure looks great with all those colours really popping, and man, yeah, if this did glow, it would look absolutely frickin' sick. So after that, you think He-Man would logically be next, but we've got like 3 other pops before we get to him. First up then is number 1001, Megan from the Namesake movie. And I have to be 100% honest, I actually haven't seen this movie. I think it came out a couple of years ago, and if I'm not mistaken, Megan is some kind of AI doll to look after kids, and then something goes horribly wrong with a prototype. At least that's a synopsis I read, along with a news article that a sequel is coming next year. Regardless, we can still appreciate this figure with that gnarly gash across the face. I mean, is that supposed to be running mascara too? And I'm assuming the scalp is like partially ripped. She's wearing this old style dress and holding a sword. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to check this movie out. One disappointing aspect about the pop though, no base, and she's pretty heavy at the back with that hair. Yeah, not sure why they didn't give her one. Next then we have the first of 2 Funko Shop exclusives, number 1004, Mecha Freddy. And all of the Freddys, and well, I say all of the Freddys, like this Freddy and Eddie, do actually have a quote on the flap. Yeah, just have to remind myself, yeah, all for fun and fun for all. I think that's pretty cool. I did check the others already. It does only seem to be the Freddy and the Eddies, but yeah, let's now check out Mecha Freddy. Yeah, that just all sounded a bit weird. Now, I personally don't collect Freddys. Not that I don't like them, it's just there's so much I already collect, but I did want to get all of the Funko Fusion figures, and I'm glad to have this one as it looks super duper cool. Almost metallic. I don't think it is, but it does look a little shiny. So as I mentioned earlier, I haven't played a single second of the game, the demo. I'll pick it up eventually in the middle of a few other games at the moment. But yeah, I'm assuming Mecha Freddy is Freddy inside an armored robot. I mean, that's kind of what mecha is, right, in anime and manga. Either way, loving the color scheme of blue, red, and silver. He's even retained the ginger hairstyle, which is pretty funny. And then the gold eyes, ears, nose, and we of course can't forget about the crown. Next then is number 1005, the Indominus Rex from Jurassic World. And I'm really glad to have this one in the collection. I'm really surprised Funko never made it. If I'm not mistaken though, they did only start making pops for Fallen Kingdom and then Dominion, and not the first Jurassic World. If I am mistaken, someone do correct me in the comments section below. But yeah, the Indominus Rex, he was like the antagonist, I guess, at least in creature form, from that very first movie. I say first movie, I'm of course talking about the Jurassic World trilogy, not the classic Jurassic Park trilogy. Although I think it's all just considered Jurassic World now, with another movie on the way. Is that next year as well? It may be, but we are taking a look at the pop, guys, and yeah, thankfully it does come with a base. It is very front heavy, but it was a tough time lining up and then actually jamming those pegs in the notches, but I got there in the end. I honestly feel most of the Jurassic Park / World figures look great, and this is no different. How that tail wraps around, the spikes at the back, those eerie red eyes and sharp teeth with the grey scales. Yeah, it really does look cool. Sadly, we didn't get the chase, which looks like this, very purple with those crazy eyes, having been turned evil by Eddie Funko, if the Indominus Rex wasn't already inherently evil. So now we get to He-Man, which is number 1006. So as I said earlier, I don't remember a great deal about Masters of the Universe, but I mean, He-Man is pretty recognizable, right? And although it's a unique mold, what more can you say? He comes with his typical armor, he's holding up the Sword of Power with the lightning, I guess having just transformed. Though what's with the base? Is it supposed to be one of those towers or a part of Castle Grayskull? I mean, that's what I'm assuming from pictures. And then this pinky purple stone-like things, is that Masters of the Universe specific or something from Funko Fusion? If someone knows, drop a comment below. Again, we were sadly unlucky with the Chase variant here, which, like the Indominus Rex, features an evil variant of He-Man, which I think looks super cool. I don't know what it is, something to do with the eyes or even that purple color scheme. Yeah, I have to say I'm liking the chases, and I think I'm going to have to go for them. So our final figure of this video then, guys, is the antagonist, the big bad himself, Eddie Funko. It's a Funko Shop exclusive, and a really cool little Easter egg is the fact that it is number 1010 in the games line, as 1010 is the name of the developer of the game. And I didn't mention this before, but every single one of these figures comes with a scratch card for in-game exclusive content. Let me actually take it out of the plastic for a second so you guys can see it a bit more closely. So yeah, each figure comes with this code, and you have like a scratch here at the back. You then redeem the code. Or was it funkofusion.com/redeem? I don't know if they're like all the same, or if you get something random, or if there's something like specific to each figure. Not entirely sure. Something I did mention earlier though is that the Eddie figure does have the quote, "Your worlds will fall and your people will suffer, and then all your power will be mine." Again, a nice little Easter egg, but I have to say, the 110, that's very cool. Or 1010, I should say. And check this bad boy out, guys. He looks super duper freaking cool. Right off the bat, I do have to say though, come on Funko, he needs a base. He's quite top back heavy. It just annoys me when they don't stand freely. But yeah, design wise, looks absolutely freaking badass with that purple color scheme. That Funko logo on the leather jacket turned sideways, kind of like punk rock anarchy. The ripped jeans, the sneakers. I love how his hair is all messy as opposed to that usual clean and tidy look. The crown is purple. He's even got a purple bow tie and belt with a gold buckle with that same sideways Funko logo. And then of course there is the ooze or goo. Again, I haven't played the game, so I'm not entirely sure on all the details. I believe he uses that to corrupt Funkos, but I'm not even sure his whole backstory is confirmed just yet. I guess we will find out very soon once everyone's had a chance to play the game. Again, those crazy eyes. Yeah, freaking love this figure. And that's it for the very first wave of figures, guys. Let's take a quick look at the back so we can see some of those in the second wave, at least the ones confirmed so far. We've got two from the Thing, the Spiderhead, which is going to be a Funko Shop exclusive, and the Blair Monster, which does have a chase variant. There's a Shaun of the Dead coming, which I think is going to be quite popular. The OG Shaun of the Dead figures are now quite expensive and can be quite hard to get. There's a Cylon from Battlestar Galactica, which does also have a chase variant, and then there is another Freddy Funko, Cosmic Freddy, which is also going to be a Funko Shop exclusive. And yeah, as I said earlier, the numbers are a little bit weird. There's definitely quite a few missing. Whether that was done so that Eddie could have number 1010, not entirely sure. Maybe they're reserved for other characters from Funko Fusion or characters from other intellectual properties that will go under the games line, pardon me. But speaking of intellectual properties, there are 20 different ones from Funko Fusion, and some of the ones that we haven't seen any pops for that we could eventually get characters for. I mean, we've got Back to the Future, Child's Play, Five Nights at Freddy's, no, Hot Fuzz we've had, but again, as I said, you can play Danny, so I'm hoping we do get a Danny pop in the future. There's Invincible, Jaws, KFC. I think there's like a code going around that you could get the Colonel, but I believe it's only available on the KFC app in America, at least at this point in time. There's Knight Rider, Mega Man, The Mummy, Nope, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. No, we've had The Thing. It says Team Fortress 2, but PC only. Don't know about that. Umbrella Academy, Universal Classic Monsters, The Walking Dead. I think if you pre-ordered it, you got like some variants of Rick Grimes and Michonne, Voltron, as well as Xena Warrior Princess. So yeah, I think there's plenty of scope to do a lot more figures under this Funko Fusion line. And well, guys, that brings us to the end of the video. First and foremost, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend with me here on the Geek Lounge. It is very much appreciated, and I hope you did enjoy the video. If so, be sure to give it a thumbs up and drop some comments below. Let me know your thoughts on the Funko Fusion Funko Pops, and if you played the game, how is it? And as always, we've got plenty more content on the way for you guys. Usual Funko Lego Statues, figures, and TCGs are all incoming, so make sure you stay tuned for all of that and more. What is the easiest way to stay tuned, you ask? I think you already know. Subscribe, smash that subscribe button and enable those notifications so you don't miss out on any of that future content. Guys, thanks again for watching today's video, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, nerds.